Daniel. Our next senior speech is Caroline Martin.
Good morning. Everyone has had a blemish they've tried with all their power to conceal. It's only normal. I've had my fair share of blemishes, but mine come in the form of the scars that run up both of my arms. Unfortunately, I couldn't hide these blemishes as well as most other people could hide theirs. I know everyone who's ever looked at my arms has seen and know immediately what they were, but seldom do they approach me. Well, today I'm here to share my story. For those of you who have never seen my arms, I have been known as a cutter. That means I used to inflict wounds upon myself that have left permanent scars. The one question that is still the most difficult to answer is why I did it in the first place. In all honesty, I have no idea why I started. I remember disassociating myself from my friends. I remember feeling a sense of complete loneliness and like nobody actually cared about me. I remember thinking, at least I can control what I do to myself. What I came to understand was that I was after myself for reasons I have never been completely sure of. I just believed that I deserved to do it to make up for whatever I hated about myself. It got to the point where I was even criticizing my own moves. After I would do it, I would be angry at myself for the amount of damage I had to hide, causing me to want to damage myself even more. The more I did to myself, the more control I thought I had, when in fact the opposite was happening. It turns out I had lost control of what I thought this was giving me. Through most of the time, I genuinely had no idea why it was so wrong to hurt myself. I understood that it's unacceptable to do so, but I never really saw a reason as to why. I figured that although I was hurting myself, I wasn't hurting anyone else, nor was I causing any real harm to myself. The first time I got better, it seemed easy. However, it wasn't the end. I realize now, with all the work I have done to get through this, that over half the recovery is emotional. It happens on the inside, not the outside. When I initially got better, I still didn't understand how just a cut could be so wrong. When I relapsed, it was worse than the first time. I lied pretty much every time I opened my mouth. I'd constantly say I was fine, I was better. I wouldn't do it anymore. I would quit after one last time. I lied to my closest friends, thus hurting them more than I could imagine. I learned that all the lying hurt my friends because they knew the truth. After all, it was written on me. At points, I can imagine that in some ways, my self-harm hurt them more than it hurt me. I did it because I still didn't see a real reason to stop. Nothing I did was truly for myself. It was all for my addiction, but thank goodness for my friends. My closest friend once said to me, "Cutting your arms is as good as cutting mine. If you can't quit for yourself, do it for your friends. Do it for anything you can think of. Just please get better." So that's what I did. I got better for my friends. I got better for everyone who has ever tried to be by my side. I tried as hard as I could to get better. I did everything for my friends. I promised that I'd stop for them. My addiction had a powerful hold on me, but I knew that I needed to be as strong for my friends as they were for me. I truly let my supporters in and let them help instead of just trying to pacify their concerns with lies. These friends have stayed up listening to me through the worst of times, even though I hurt them so much. So to them, I want to say thank you. Thank you for staying with me through thick and thin and trying your hardest to get me to stop. In the end, you are the reason why I stopped. When things were at their worst, you were there for me, no questions asked. Thank you for all you guys have done. You mean the world to me. As for the rest of the school, I just want to say that no matter what you're going through, it'll get better, especially if you focus your energies and really work at it. It always does. I know that when things are at their worst, it may not seem that they can ever really get better. And also, I know that's possibly one of the most annoying things to hear. So I want to say keep trying your hardest. It'll be worth it. Even if it feels terrible now, things have to get better. And if you let them, the people that care about you will help you along the way. Thank you.